Hi, so I'm doing 5.03 in the 5-minute video version, and I'm going to say how each of these things applies in my life. So the first thing is primary reinforcer, which is an example of this in my life is when I was younger, my dad would tell me, he would be like, oh yeah, you can't have dessert unless you finish your dinner. And then I would have to finish my dinner so that I could get dessert. This is a primary reinforcer because he used food to pretty much, which is like a naturally learned motivator to get me to finish my dinner, and not only finishing my dinner could be an example of this. Other ways could be other random tasks like cleaning my room or something. So the secondary reinforcer, which is the second thing, is pretty much, an example of this in my life is more recent. So pretty much I have been wanting a job recently so that I can get money, and money is like the secondary reinforcer because money alone is just paper. It's not physically worth anything, but it can buy me primary reinforcers. It gives me access to primary reinforcers. So me wanting a job so that I could get money would be the secondary reinforcer. The third thing is a negative reinforcer, and for me, an example in my life, it's actually really common. Pretty much whenever I stay up too late on my electronics, like my phone or my computer, they don't which is usually around 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock on the weekends, then I get them taken away. So pretty much if I stay up too late, then I get my electronics taken away, which is the negative reinforcer because I don't want my electronics to get taken away. So when they take it, it pretty much stops me from staying up too late on my phone, so that it reinforces me not to do that anymore. The fourth thing is a positive reinforcer, and an example from my life would be that if I get good grades, my parents reward me with money. And although money isn't a primary reinforcer, it's just an example from my life. And through this method, I try to get good grades more so that I can have more money so that I can buy things. And this reinforces me to try and get good grades. Yeah, and then the next thing is punishment by application. And an example of this in my life would be if I am really rude to my parents, or really rude, or just something along those lines, then pretty much my parents make me do chores around the house. And this stops me from being rude, obviously. So it's pretty much applying a punishment, which would be chores. So it reinforces me to stop doing whatever the stimulus would be, which would be being rude to my parents. And this causes me not to be rude again in the future. And then the last thing is punishment by removal. And pretty much punishment by removal for me would be, again, if I didn't get good grades, which is the main basic example that I'm using in this video, would be then if I didn't get good grades, then my parents wouldn't let me do sports such as cross country and track and things like that. And it would be a punishment to not let me do these things because I want to do them. So they're removing these things whenever I don't get good grades, or I can't keep up with my grades. So it helps me also to get good grades when they take away cross country and track, because it's a motivation or a motivator so that I will get good grades and that I won't have to get cross country and tennis and track taken away in the future. So yeah.